Well, hello the internet ghost here, and welcome back to episode 76. While I said we were back to regularly scheduled content, we're not. We have the Duolingo Wrapped to talk about. I haven't actually looked at this, so you're getting my live reaction. So I did 329 lessons in German. I reached Duolingo German score of 10. I earned 4,047 XP in total, which is more than 83% of learners. I spent 372 minutes learning, which is more than 81% of learners. And apparently that means my screen time is well spent. That's nice. That's nice to know Duolingo appreciates my screen time. I kept a streak for 522 days, putting me in the top 4%. I competed in the Ruby League for 2 weeks, and now I've probably fell out of it because I kind of stopped learning new words and kept refreshing things. Oh, what is the grand finale? I'm apparently a long streaker because mine is 522 days. Yay, well done me. Now we're going to talk about Twitch and then we'll talk about the build. Let's see what my Twitch recap is. Again, I haven't reacted to this. Oh boy. I watched 116 hours of Twitch this year. That's impressive on my part. Of which basically all of that was watching Tubbo. Yeah, that checks out. I did watch however much of the Tubathon this year because it was on while I was at college. That's the other thing I watched at college, but then it ended right before I went into production for one of my projects, in which I probably would have watched more. Somehow managed to get some games on here that I don't really care about. That's because that's what was played on the Tubathon. I was like, background noise is always appreciated here in the ams.a creative department. Anyways, let's talk about this house now that we've recapped my entire year. I guess we haven't recapped YouTube. Do we want to recap YouTube? No, because that requires me getting my tablet to function first thing in the morning. Anyways, today's house is a mixture of green things. I also had shelves. I was very happy that I had shelves. I did lots of stuff with shelves this kind of block of time because I was determined I was going to use them to their full extent. Oh, why am I yawning? Okay, right. So, I decided to use shelves as fencing and also as paneling on the house. And I probably used it as actual shelves somewhere. I think I did in the basement, but I don't remember if I finished the basement in this episode. So I'm trying to finish up certain sections of the town. I also need to film a Christmas episode. I don't know what I'm filming for a Christmas episode yet. That's kind of a to be figured out situation. It usually is. It usually waits until the last minute when I go, oh, I'm leaving to go visit family. I need to actually know what on earth I'm building. And I have to build it in voiceover and share it because I can't take my laptop with me because my laptop is a bit dodgy at this point. I have had it since COVID started, which is mad to think that started 5 years ago. I remember being sat in the orthodontist hearing about it. It was on the news when I was at the orthodontist. I had braces when wow. It's been 5 years. That's kind of mad. Anyways. How time flies. So, the block palette for this was green. I wanted to build using bamboo, and I think I recorded this not long after the new Hermitcraft season had started. And whenever I see something in Hermitcraft that inspires me to actually go build something in my own Minecraft world, I'm like, well, I probably should do that now, shouldn't I? And then proceed to record loads of stuff. So instead of the 2-week Minecraft phase, I get a 2-day Minecraft phase. So the 2-day ends up being more frequent. I don't start new worlds or anything. The rule is I have to build in the same world at the minute. And then, yeah, I build stuff and I try to come up with interesting things. Am I personally super happy with this roof? No, but I'm never happy with my roofs, which is why, as long as they look all right from the ground, I'm learning to not care. Now, this bit was on a raised up platform because we've kind of reached the point of being in an awkward shaped area that, like, it needs stuff going in to finish off the edge of, like, the harbourside town. But there's not, like, lots and lots of space for it. Now, in terms of doing interiors, I had a lot of fun with my interiors. I love doing an interior. However, putting the walls in isn't always the most ideal part. It's probably my most hated part. And that is solely because I have to actually think of a layout that's going to allow me to put objects in the room. I did, however, then use pale oak just to give this a flat ceiling at the top, and also because white should, in theory, make your brain think it's brighter in there. Something I learned looking at the tunnels under Dover Castle. If you ever get the chance to visit Dover Castle, I do highly recommend going and doing that. You are not allowed to take photos, which is sad when you're a photographer, but they don't want photos being taken down there. It's also really dark anyways, so it would take a while to take photos, and they have to take you on a tour around. Conspiracy theorists, do what you will with that. So yeah, I have just derailed the conversation. I'm actually quite proud of the downstairs interior for this. It's, like, cluttered without being impractical for a Minecraft world. I also moved it so the doors were entirely on the outside, so I could just have a mat thing. A doormat, that's what it's called. And then put in a jukebox upstairs and decided to use some shelves to display some discs, because that made sense to me if we have a thing that can display them. Added a table with stuff, trying to use lots of copper lanterns because we just got those, and that means they're going to be one of the few things actually featured in builds at the minute. I am predictable in nature. I also used some 1-block paintings to fill up a section of the wall that looked a bit too wide but didn't have enough space to put anything in because of stairs. Put another painting in the kitchen, and then started working on the downstairs. Now, some of it looks a little bit weird because I did a slab floor and decided it was going to stay like that. So you do get a bit of green wall poking down. We go with it. It's all right. You're not going to see this. That's the thing. I build basements knowing the basements are never going to be seen again. I don't even remember how many buildings have basements. You don't see the basement, and yet I put so much effort into it, usually because I can just throw loads of junk in there and try and just make it look cool. And sometimes it gets me to look at things and go, oh yeah, I could use that block for that thing. Other times I go, yeah, I'm grateful I never have to look at this again. It's like the Starlight Express project. It's so far away from this one. It hasn't been touched in months. I haven't loaded those chunks in months. I do need to go back to it and finish it. I've just found that I kind of improved my building skills and went, I'm just not going to look at this. The problem is I have also lost the post-it note that had the plans for it. Yeah, I draw all my plans for things out onto post-it notes, stick them together, and then leave them on my laptop so that I can grab them and do stuff, which is great. Until it's months later, and you decided to bin them because you thought, oh, I don't need that anymore. Well, spoiler alert, I do. So I don't really know what I'm going to do about that. Hopefully I left signs telling me where things were meant to go. I just don't remember. Anyways, I then went and got a horse for this house because I decided that would be fun. Rode the horse over, put it in, put some fences that don't connect up, and that really bugs me. And then added a few blocks in and called it a day, I think, because I'm not actually tired, but I think when I was building this, I was getting fed up. I think I then came back the next day and did more work in the basement. Oh, apparently I added some stuff outside. A nice little garden that I almost forgot about. And yeah, that's the house. Goodbye, the internet. See you again soon.